Well, it's that time again. Let's walk in faith, talk about anime, and grow together. Welcome to Reb's Otaku Talk. Hey, Otaku family. Welcome back to Reb's Otaku Talk, the podcast where faith and fandom collide. I'm your host, Rev, and joining me are my co-hosts, K2.
Howdy, howdy.
Raver Mom.
Hi, everybody.
And Tex-Mex.
Hola.
And this is Season 3, The Character of Characters. In this season, we'll be taking a deep dive into the hearts, minds, and moral journeys of some of the most unforgettable characters in anime. This season, we're going beyond the battles, beyond the art, and beyond the hype. We're breaking down what truly makes a character compelling, their choices, their struggles, their growth, and what their stories can teach us about purpose, identity, and perseverance. From heroes to villains, side characters to legends, we'll explore how character shapes their story and how it can shape ours. So power up, press play, and get ready, because this is Reb's Otaku Talk. Let's get started. In today's episode, we're going to take a look at the character of Kenji Koiso from Summer Wars. Kenji is a shy but brilliant math prodigy at the center of Summer Wars, whose quiet demeanor hides an exceptional talent for solving complex equations. Initially invited on what he believes is a simple summer trip, Kenji finds himself caught in a global crisis with a powerful AI when it disrupts the virtual world of Oz and begins affecting real-world systems. Despite his self-doubt and awkwardness, Kenji arises to the challenge, using his mathematical genius and determination to help stop the chaos. Throughout the film, his journey reflects themes of courage, growth, and the importance of stepping up when it matters most, proving that even the most unassuming person can make a world-changing difference. Who hadn't seen this movie up until this week?
I just watched it earlier today.
Dang, go straight to calling me out. No, I have not. I have not seen it.
You've seen about a 15-minute gap.
I am familiar with a snippet of it for sure.
With a snidbit. Okay, well, a snidbit's better than no bit.
That's true.
So K2, what do you think about it?
I didn't like it. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I think it's one of those things where you hear a lot of good things about something, and then you go to watch it, and it's not bad by any means. It's just
maybe you heard
okay. Yeah,
you heard too many good things.
Yeah, so it kind of like hypes it up, kind of, and like you go into it expecting something really good, and it's like, oh, it was decent.
Okay.
I think it was kind of scary how reminiscent it could be, like, plausible today, considering this came out in 2008, I think it came out.
Yeah, it was around there. Yeah, it was around 2007, 2008.
Yeah, somewhere around there. So yeah, you figured 20 years later, and what happened in the story could theoretically happen today.
Oh. That's even cooler then.
Well, it's a definite possibility because Grok with X,
yeah,
Elon Musk made it to where Grok would be brutally honest, and basically took all the rules of doing anything and took them out. So he gave Grok the ability just to shoot its mouth off, do whatever it wanted to.
Wow.
I mean,
that's
so
scary.
It's possible.
Yeah. And I mean, you look at everything that in some capacity, everything that's connected to online right now has some form of AI assistance in it right now.
Yeah. It's a part of everybody's everyday life, whether they like it or not.
Yeah. The only thing we don't have yet is still that virtual type world where everything is still like interactive yet. Unfortunately, that's still somewhat science fiction.
Well, they're working on it.
They're working on it.
I think they tried it with Meta.
Meta, yeah.
But that's a failed attempt, if I ever saw one.
Yeah, no. It will be Ready Player One.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we want.
Yeah.
Yep.
Raver Mom, what'd you think about it?
I like the movie. I think it's one of those adorable movies.
Mm-hmm.
I do agree that there's a lot of real world kind of atmosphere in there that just because, I mean, granted, when I was a kid, I thought we'd be in flying cars by now, but, you know, I feel like we're kind of getting closer to what Summer Wars is versus
Back to the Future.
Yeah, Back to the Future.
We're getting there.
Well,
Which is a little scary for me, but...
It is scary whenever you can have... You've now got AIs where they can mimic somebody's voice and their likeness and everything else.
And do their job.
Yeah.
Right now, you can kind of tell the difference in the way the mouth moves and looks whenever it comes to people doing that.
But you gotta really look at some of them sometimes now.
You go from the way it was whenever AI first came out to now, and it's scary how much more advanced it's gotten in such a short amount of time.
Well, what I think is funny, just working with kids and stuff like that, a lot of times they actually question even the real life stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They literally will watch stuff and be like, oh, is that AI? Or they'll straight up say it's AI, even though it's real.
Question everything.
Like they do. They question every single thing. It could be real or fake, and they're saying, oh yeah, that's AI.
And that's not good.
It's good. I think it's good and bad.
Yeah, I think it's good and bad.
You have to filter everything.
Yeah, you have to filter. You have to look closely
opposed to just believing everything.
Yeah.
I mean, there are certain companies that are trying to take a stand on it, where if it's dominantly AI, whenever you submit it or report it or anything like that, you have to put down that it's AI.
Yeah. For now.
If it's AI assisted, it all depends on the percentage.
Yeah.
If it's like 25% or less, well, that's you.
Yeah.
But if it's like 50 to 100%, you got to put down that it's AI created.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't, a lot of them will try to go after you. So
it's good for now.
The AI thing is getting creepy.
Yeah. But with that all aside, I mean, I like the movie. It's one we enjoy watching. Our kids enjoy watching. It's got a little love story in there, and then it's got a little, let me, dominate the world kind of thing. And
yeah, it's adorkable.
It is adorkable. Don't take my words. So bad. But yeah, I like it. I'd give it a good rating.
That's good.
Raver Mom approved.
Nice. Stamp of approval. So, Tex-Mex off of the 15 minutes you saw.
Yeah. So right off the bat, see, I'm a sucker for environments. Like when I see a movie, I know that the movies have a higher budget most of the time. So they have more resources, time, they can condense everything to like a 90-minute. So I get it. But when I see those environments and they're so detailed, and it looks like you're actually capturing a full shot of an actual place, like in Japan or wherever it may be, I love that. So to me, it's already looking great. I'm definitely gonna go see it. Even the characters, the way that they're animated, really well done.
Now, did you see any of the online world or just the real world?
I saw a clip of what I think is the villain. And there's like, how would I say, like special effects. And you're telling me it's 2008. It actually looks really good. It holds up for today. I wouldn't even thought it was from 2008.
Yeah.
Because it looks that new, that fresh quality.
And that's what the movie itself was like most known for at that point in time. Was everybody said it was visually stunning.
Yes.
It was a visual spectacle.
Yeah.
Everybody was talking about the visuals of the movie, and because it was so far ahead of its time. And the story kind of came second place to just the visuals of the whole thing, how sharp it was, how bright and detailed it was, and, being able to put that much detail into the computer world as well as, real life. So everywhere they turned, it was just like bam, eye candy.
Yeah. What I thought was kind of interesting about the whole visual aspect is that the real world was such a big contrast to the online world, or the digital world, so to speak.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, that is crazy. Like, you think of all the different anime movies and animation in general, your worlds are going to be kind of like fairly similar in color and dark or light or bright or whatever, where this one you can definitely tell a difference between digital or real life.
Yeah.
Which I thought was very interesting.
Now that I've seen a clip of this, it brings to mind the fact that I haven't seen a lot of virtual world. I mean, you have Sword Art Online, and it's a very limited amount of content for anime, where you have like a Ready Player One situation where it's a digital world, or I think Ready Player One really comes to mind, where it's a gaming world.
Well, it's definitely closer to that, and I think I can tell you this without spoiling too much because it's told to you within like the first 5 minutes of the movie. The online world is called Oz, and government, utilities, businesses, personal and social, all of that stuff is conducted through Oz, just like what it is on like Ready Player One.
Yeah.
Everything was conducted in Ready Player One. Government deals, business deals, all of that junk.
The internet.
So, I would say that they probably took some inspiration from Ready Player One, but I don't know if the creator of Summer Wars read the book or not.
Yeah.
But there is a huge similarity between how the worlds are built. So,
it really makes me think about Tron also. It's kind of like Ares came out not too long ago, and that's another virtual world, but opposed to Tron being more of like a computer-based world where it's more about computer components and programs. This is more of like Ready Player One, where it's everyday life, every aspect of your life.
Yeah.
Through the internet. Really cool concept.
Yeah, it is pretty neat. And I think, honestly, this movie was probably the start of them trying to get into the virtual worlds more. I mean, you had like Digimon and stuff like that where they got sucked into the virtual world, but there isn't much realism to that as it was with like Summer Wars and then going into Sword Art Online and Gun Gale Online, where they're real world placed, but they're living online.
Yeah.
So I think that it, was like a start to a short burst era.
Yeah, I feel like it probably would have taken off, and then the Isekai really came in and just knocked it out of the way.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, in a way, it's kind of similar, because some of them, they are like it is a digital video game world, but no one in there knows it, or they know it and they just don't really talk about it. It's just kind of like, well, this is our life now. You're in a game, so this is your reality anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So, K2, what would you rate it?
I'll give it 7 and wow, I can't speak. 7 and wow, why can't I say this?
The wrong rating.
7 and a half.
7.5.
Thank you. Yeah. 7.5. We'll take that take.
He had a
fractions.
He
I'm
had
having an aneurysm right now. That's what it is.
On the podcast.
Was it was a Porky Pig moment? 7.5.
So I said,
Raver Mom, would you rate it?
I would give it maybe a 9.
A 9.
Oh.
I like it.
Off of what you've seen, Tex-Mex?
I feel like it's gonna be between a 7 and a 9. I haven't seen it, so I can't.
So an 8. We'll just say 8.
Yeah.
What?
Nothing.
What? Did he call me something else?
No, just don't say his name too fast.
Tex-Mex?
I'll tell you.
I almost heard Taco Bell there.
Tortilla chips? I'm with Raver Mom. I'd give it a 9. So, I mean, 7.5 and 8 and 2 9s. It's pretty much just an 8.
I think I'm gonna enjoy it. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, our kids request it.
Oh.
Yeah, Princess Pika, Princess Mononoke, Kid Koopa, they request watching this movie.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So.
Something to sit down with the family.
Yeah, it's definitely a family-friendly. I don't think there's really any language.
There's very mild language.
Yeah, but like even inside, there's one of one of the boys that Kenji meets is like an older brother, and he's becoming an older brother. His mom's pregnant, and like they talk about his dad or his grandfather become like his sensei.
Is a grandfather, yeah.
And is teaching him, how to be a good big brother and all. Like there's a lot of family. I mean, it's family oriented. This whole family comes together. Even the estranged son, like prodigal son, comes back, and when things happen, like they are instructed by the matriarch to accept him and forgive him and feed him and sit around the table and eat. And I mean, it's just a very, very big family with family problems, and they get through it together.
We really need that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And there's very few things on it, like most of your modern day movies, like kids movies and stuff, they have like adult jokes that kids will never get type deals, or they just won't catch them. There's one spot where because it's old school Japanese, so the siblings take baths together. So you have the older cousin helping the smaller children bathe, but she's in there also taking a bath. Mm-hmm. You don't see anything. She comes out with a towel wrapped around her, and the boy sees her, and in anime fashion, the whole kind of like nosebleed thing, but his nose doesn't actually start bleeding at this point. Mm-hmm. And then he goes into the bathroom, and he has a towel covering his no squares. It got all the censored areas, covered up, and he's in there like, oh, she just bathed in this water, and he takes a deep breath because, he's infatuated with this chick. Yeah. And then two little kids plop up out of the bathtub and scare him half to death. So that's about the extent of skin in the movie, because they're very modestly dressed throughout the whole thing. Yeah. And then there was one part where Uncle Wabisuke, which is the estranged, like the prodigal son character that Ray Ramon was talking about, he's sitting there on his phone, and one of the little kids walks up to him and goes, Uncle Wabisuke, what are you looking at? And he goes, girls with big boobs. And he shoos the kid off.
We all have an uncle like that. So.
But that's the worst of it. Yeah. And whenever we say mild language, it's mild language. Yeah. It's nothing like, you're going to hear it, you're going to be like, oh my goodness, what did I just hear? Yeah. It's mild language. So, I mean, we're comfortable letting the otaku kids watch it.
Okay.
I mean, if anything,
that's high marks.
If anything, the only thing that I would be worried about is more Princess Pika with the AI character at the end. Whenever he's like all monstrous and stuff like that, she probably wouldn't like him too much. Yeah. But after she watched Tales from Earthsea, and the villain in that, I don't think she'd have too big of a problem.
Oh, it'd be kind of scary, yeah.
But from a parental point, we let our kids watch it. Okay. From a Christian standpoint, like Braver Mom said, there's a lot of, unity and family and the way to properly take care of things. And, it shows passively a lot of, if you have a problem with this person, go to them.
Yeah.
And even though it was done chaotically, you can see them getting down to the root of the problem and solving it. Yeah. So there's a lot of...
There's forgiveness. There's, like in a crisis, helping out everybody, or, where to get your strength from and encourage. I mean, there's a lot of good things throughout the movie.
There's a lot of good moral and good lessons, and it's really cool. And then she talked about Cosma, which is the one with Grandpa Sensei. He's one of the main characters, and nobody on the other side of the mic can see it, but if you look next to you, that's his online character. That's King Cosma.
Oh, look at that.
And in Oz, King Cosma is like this big deal.
He's like the number one ranked.
Yeah, he's like a
So everyone has like their online character avatar.
Yeah.
I gotta see this.
Yeah, just like Ready Player One.
I love that.
And you can change it up. You can play games,
yeah.
and like it literally, like you were saying, like it resembles Ready Player One, but yeah, he's like top dog, and it's a secret.
Secretly,
of who he
he's
is.
like a big player.
And then you find out who he is.
It's like an 11, 12-year-old kid that just dominated.
That's totally believable.
Yeah.
Surprised not 7-year-old.
And Kenji kind of fangirls a little bit. And
Yeah, I'm pretty great.
Like,
Hold on, my mom's calling me.
it's like, hey, issue this challenge. King Cosmo, fight this time, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, who are you to be saying, this challenge for him? Well, it's simple. I'm King Cosmo. What?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
But, so all the way around, good marks on all of that.
Yeah.
And there's, like I said, just very mild stuff. It's pretty cool. So
Definitely will watch.
Reb's Otaku Talk gives Summer Wars an 8. Just a solid 8.
Yeah.
All right. So today we're going to be focusing on Kenji. And, I know that you've only seen a snid bit, but I think the part that you saw is an extremely important part.
Yeah.
Whenever it comes to Kenji, because it speaks to who Kenji is. What characteristics did you guys see in Kenji as you watched the movie?
I mean, he was a fish out of water. That's what I got out of it, and rightfully so. I mean, he's thrust into this very traditional matriarchal family setting that he has no idea what he's getting thrown into.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, you see that with whenever he gets arrested.
Yeah.
And he's, he stops and he, bows down before Granny. And is like, I've never experienced this before, thank you. And he left very honorably, which was pretty, I think that speaks to that, that also feeds back to what Raver Mom was saying. It's very family.
Yeah.
And Kenji doesn't really have a family life. So that traditional thing is something that he craved, which was kind of cool. But I do like the contrast between old school family and new school family. Mm-hmm. And you see that. Raver Mom, what'd you see in Kenji?
He was annoying. I mean, he wind up being this sweet guy, but his passive, scaredy, I don't know, to me he was very weak compared to Cosmo. Was that his name? Cosma. I don't know, to me he was just a very, very
and
naive,
I think that goes
stupid little boy.
Well, I mean,
oh boy.
He's only in 11th grade.
yeah.
He's not saving the world yet.
Kind of technically did. I mean, he was part of trying to save it after he ruined it.
And I mean, you're going to basically an entire stranger's family, home. How you're gonna? I mean, at least I know I would be, the quiet. All right, I'll take your lead.
I'm not saying I wouldn't do the same thing, some of the same things, but I mean, even from the start, his job is online, right? Yeah. He's holed up in a room. He's not he.
But he was the first to jump at.
He wasn't man enough,
though.
As an 11-year-old.
He was
the first to jump at the
11th
offer.
grade. He's like 17.
Oh. Yeah. He wasn't man enough at 17.
But then again, I did marry the stupid young kid, so.
She married me at 18.
That's good. That's a compliment, I think.
If you say so.
Yeah.
I mean, because overall, though, when stuff hit the fan, I mean, Kenji did step up. So, yeah. I mean, I will give him that. He did step up when needed, but he still was a stupid kid.
Yeah. What
teacher would know. He's gonna tell you straight up.
Listen, though, I will tell you. I mean, it's those kinds of kids that do. They're the ones they're the quiet ones. They're the meek ones. They're the ones that when the rubber meets the road, they're gonna stand up for their friends, or they're gonna stand up and volunteer, or they're gonna stand up and be helpful and respectful. And I mean, that's just kind of how it is.
Yeah, and I mean,
but those kids annoy the mess out of me.
I think all of that kind of feeds into what I saw in him, and what I saw of Kenji was that he was genuine.
Yeah.
To me, he was a very genuine character. He comes in at the beginning, and he's, again, K2 said, kind of thrown into a situation where he's like, yeah, I'm not going to talk.
Yeah.
I'm just going to nod my head and, okay, yeah, sure, thank you. But you get to the scene where I had you watch it, Tex-Mex, where he's sitting with the grandma.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that I don't see much in a lot of animes is whenever an anime actually hits like a real world situation and responds the way someone would actually respond.
Yeah.
It's like, would you be man enough to take care of her? Despite everything she just put you through and all the lying that, the situation she put you in, would you take care of her?
Yeah, and that's the scene I saw where him talking to the matriarch, and it actually reminded me of kind of like dating as a 17-year-old, where you meet the parents and they want to know all about you. They'll put you through something, and it's kind of like, do you have what it takes, kind of thing.
Yeah.
You're right. The way he responded was very, very on brand. I think we're just like, he's not very sure of himself, and he says that. It's not, there was no pride, there was no pretending, there was not, yeah, I do what it takes, and I got everything, and I got it all figured out. No, it's like, hey, I'm gonna be honest with you, and I think that honesty was really what she was looking for.
Yeah.
It was transparency and the genuine sincerity that he had. That it was what mattered.
Yeah. And you kind of see that develop as time goes on in the movie. And, Ray Ramon pointed out, how at the end he stepped up. Mm-hmm. At the end, he had to overcome his own hurdles. He had to overcome his own self-doubt. Not just, because he had all these people around him who were like, you can do it, and then he had to push himself beyond what he thought he could do at the end, and that's kind of what won the day. The verse that came to mind with this, I found it in 1 Timothy chapter 1 verse 5, where it says, the aim of our charge is love that issues from a pure heart and a good conscience and a sincere faith. That right there, that is like the biblical definition of being completely genuine. And I think that's what we saw with Kenji. Mm-hmm. And, he had to be the most pure-hearted dude. Like Ray Ramon said, he was a annoying, nervous, you could compare him to a chihuahua at the beginning, that he was the human chihuahua. Very skittish, very shaky, very unsure of everything. But his heart was in the right spot, and his conscience was there. I mean, we saw that whenever he's leaving and he's like, hold up, thank you for your hospitality. Mm-hmm. And
very respectful.
Beyond respectful. And in the end, had a sincere faith in the family unit. I mean, he put his faith into the girl. It starts with an N. Holy cow! I can't believe I forgot her name. We just heard it like a billion times. Natsuki. He at the end, he's like, whenever they're trying to come up with a plan, he put all his faith into her talent. Mm-hmm. Like, look, this is how we can do this. It's all on you, Chica. You can do this. You know, and I think he embodies this verse in the way he acted and, you know, the way he was throughout the entire movie. And I believe that he was extremely genuine. He's, again, I think he's the most genuine character I've ever seen in an anime.
Wow. And it seems like it, to Ramon's point, where he's weak, but because the movie focuses on family, it shows that because we have our own weaknesses, we can rely on the family unit, which is designed to be a strength and be stronger than just, you know, one strand. You know, you tie them together and make this strong rope that is meant to take us through life. You know, okay, if I don't have the talent, I know my cousin does, or my brother, or my dad. I'm going to ask advice of my elders and their experience. So it ties in really well with the theme.
Yeah. Yeah, it, I like the fact that you brought up the 3-strand cord. It completely took my thought process away.
Sorry. Just hijacking this thing.
But it is definitely true, you know. It goes back to, you know, the root of everything that we've done since season 1. Fellowship has to come up again. Because, you know, you got blood family, which is what was seen in the movie, but we have our spiritual family. And whenever we are dealing with our households, or we're dealing with our church families, or like us right here, we're a family unit with this podcast and with this ministry. We remain genuine with each other. We make sure we have faith in each other. We make sure that we see the good in each other, and we lift each other up, and we push each other forward as a unit. And that's what makes this ministry strong. That's what makes the church ministry strong. That's what makes families strong.
Right.
Because if we were to do it by ourselves, like Kazuma tried to do, and King Kazuma lost first battle, lost second battle, then was completely taken over.
Oh.
Because he tried doing it by himself.
Oh, there you go.
But whenever they all worked together, King Cosmo was able to come back and actually win.
That's definitely on the message.
So, again,
it reminds you, well, it makes you think about my own family, which we were, you know, really close growing up, but nowadays I feel like I'm much closer to my spiritual family, you know, my church family, much closer, you know, keeping up with them, helping each other out. And it reminds you of a verse from Matthew chapter 12, verse 46 through 50. It says that while Jesus was still talking to the crowd, his mother and his brothers stood outside wanting to speak to him. Someone told him, "Your mother and brothers are standing outside wanting to speak to you." He replied to him, "Who is my mother and who are my brothers?" Pointing to his disciples, he said, "Here are my mother and my brothers, for whoever does the will of my Father in heaven is my brother and sister and mother." So it shows there that there's that feels like that's what our family is meant to be. Not saying cut out those that you're kin to, because there's a deep blood bond there too, but you know, we're a much bigger family across this world, you know, spiritually.
You know the phrase "blood is thicker than water."
Yeah.
So I used to think that growing up that meant like your blood relatives. When someone, and I honestly can't even tell you where I heard it from, but someone said if you actually look at it from a different perspective and take it more or less spiritual, blood, meaning the blood of Christ, is thicker than water, which is what, when we're born, all that liquid that comes out inside the placenta and stuff like that is water. So your spiritual family that you choose to be, because for me growing up, My family, it was all about fighting. Like, it wasn't. I didn't have close bonds. I didn't have real close relationships with a lot of people in my family, and it had a lot to do with a lot of drama, which I won't get into. But it took years for me to be able to trust people. Even like in our relationship, it took a big toll on us, just because in my life, family wasn't someone you could lean on. You could never trust them. You could never ask for help, blah, blah, blah. And so, but his life, Rev's life, was completely different. Their family was tight-knit. Kind of like what'd you call her? Natsuki's family. Like that old family style. Like, his family's very old style. And so it was a very hard thing for me to understand until I heard it, where the whole blood's thicker than water. If you look at it through the blood of Christ, those people that you choose to be family with in the spiritual realm, so to speak, those bonds are going to be a whole lot stronger than the ones that you were born with. And for me, that's true, because I have somebody I work with who I'm telling you, God sent her, because if it wasn't for her, I probably would not survive certain days, because she knows how to encourage me. She knows what to say, when to say it, and just to like give me just a little bit, something like a sister would do, or something like an aunt would do.
That's your sister right there.
Something like a mom would do. Like, it gives me just enough encouragement to be able to get over whatever's going on and get my mindset back on straight. And I have no idea where I was going with that, but anyways.
No, thank you for sharing that. Yeah, that's how I feel.
Yeah, well, it's the amazing thing about it is in that type of family, in our spiritual family, is it's ever growing. Whenever you join, the family of Christ, it's forever getting bigger. Mm-hmm. And whether your paths cross for like 2 seconds, or they cross for years, that bond is there, whether you know it or not, because you have the same Spirit, the same Holy Spirit within you. You have the same Father that you follow. You have the same Savior in your heart. You are at the foundation family. And, this week was a big eye-opener in that concept, for me. And I was so excited to share it with Raver Mom, because we found out that this ministry has grown bigger than we thought.
Awesome. One podcast platform in particular finally said, hey, it's $25 a month for us to give you the full layout, but we'll give it to you for 30 days for free. And I haven't been gifted this opportunity in the year that I've been, we've been posting on this. And on this platform, because of the trouble that I've had with it, that platform only has season 1 on it. But that platform, over the course of 2 seasons, has over 275 followers on it. Cool.
And it's reaching countries that we aren't reaching on the mainstream stuff. Right now, we're being heard in 43 countries.
Wow.
That's over 300 people in a year over the expanse of 43 countries that, that's family. Around the world, man.
Just talking to our family.
Yep.
We got brothers and sisters all over the world. China, Africa, Egypt, Damascus.
We were looking at some of the countries and I couldn't even pronounce some of the countries.
Probably have a hard time pointing it out on the map.
It was crazy.
I think the most profound thing was whenever I started seeing we were being heard in like the areas where all of the Bible stories we grew up hearing.
Wow.
One of them literally pinpointed in the middle of Damascus. In Syria.
Syria, yeah.
Another one pinpointed directly smack dab in the middle of Egypt. I mean, it's just, it was like, whoa, I didn't think I'd be heard there.
Yeah.
You know, now
These
I'm waiting
guys should drop a comment and tell us where they're at.
Now I'm waiting for Israel to show up, you know. But that's family.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we have, there's one in China. One person listened to us in China. In China, if you are caught listening, speaking, or owning anything Christian, you are cuffed.
In trouble,
You are thrown in jail. You're persecuted, prosecuted, sometimes shot. We know we've met a missionary from China who got deported because he was going back home and talking about Jesus. But we zoomed in as close as we could to
Don't give him away now.
to the IP location.
Don't give him away now.
And we looked at each other and we're like, this has to be somebody hiding, because it's the most random thing, a random spot in China.
Hey, even if
to
it's
be
the
listening to
government,
us,
they
you know?
need to be safe too. They could be listening in too.
I mean, if, like he said though, in some of the places, when you zoom in, just the location seems so random. And I told him, I said, listen, like in Africa and stuff, it's probably missionaries. I mean, it's probably someone just sharing or listening, or a kid or whatever, you know. But it's being heard, even a little bit,
That's what
even if it's a
matters.
seed. You know, even if it's one episode, even if it's part of an episode, you know, they got to hear the love of God. You know, they got to hear love and genuine laughter.
Or contempt.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is crazy.
And that's the importance of us having to be genuine when we're on here.
Yeah.
Whether we're sharing of ourselves, we're sharing God's word, you know, our opinions, our criticisms, our jokes, you know, the importance for us to be 100% genuine, because that's what they're going to relate to. It doesn't matter what part of the world they're in. That's what they're going to relate to. I will say, K2, I was surprised at the #1 most downloaded episode with over 594 downloads.
Really?
Yes. Season 1's Food and Fellowship episode.
Who doesn't like food?
Yeah, exactly. Who doesn't like
It was
food?
the Japan box we got from you.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Win by proxy.
It was like 597 downloads for the Food and Fellowship episode. Everybody loved it.
That's great.
So now I'm like, man, I need to put the second one up, so maybe they'll be like, hey, man, why are they dissing pumpkin spice? You know? But, you know,
Because it
that's...
sucks.
How dare you? Why is Tex-Mex having to defend
What was
pumpkin
that
spice?
character's name?
Oh, from Eureka 7?
Yes.
Oh, Renton.
Rented.
Rented.
It
Yes.
sucks. It totally sucks.
Sucks. I'm sorry.
Maybe have a little bit in common with Renton.
Oh, in that aspect, absolutely.
It just sucks.
What's bad is after that episode, that's like the #1 thing that we say when we dislike something.
Yeah.
This sucks.
I told you that's going to be my new catchphrase.
It just sucks.
I will tell you, the funnier part of that is I actually used to love pumpkin spice. I was one of the, PSL girls. I would get pumpkin spice every time, all the time. Oh my gosh.
Yes, the day that it was released, honey, you gotta go get me a pumpkin spice frappuccino.
Pumpkin spice coffee. I get the brownies. I get the cookies.
Absolutely.
Get
The
pumpkin bread.
cupcakes, the muffins, all of that was me. And now it's like, bleh.
The only
Overloaded.
thing that we got that was worth anything in the pumpkin spice thing was the pumpkin roll.
Oh, that's
For
always
you
good.
guys, not for me. I didn't like it.
Yeah, she didn't like the icing that was in there. The one
It
that
was-
we
It
It was
had
the buttercream.
the one that we had
No, it
was
was
the
cream.
butter.
It was a cream cheese.
Oh, it was a cream
I
cheese.
love that.
Yeah.
Which we liked it. The one that we normally get though is the one with the buttercream in it, isn't it?
I don't eat it. I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't matter on the quality for sure. But after having it for so long, I'm sure you got sick of it.
Well,
Spice.
I got to where it was too sweet, like the pumpkin spice, and then a lot of the stuff is not natural pumpkin.
Oh yeah.
And so, no thank you. I'm a natural pumpkin.
We need organics.
I love natural pumpkin. But my favorite used to be the Dunkin's muffins when, like, before. They changed it in the
Changed
past.
a lot.
They're disgusting.
In the past, like, 5 years, they're
Well,
very...
there goes our Dunkin' sponsorship.
Listen, I love Dunkin', but, like, that, it's very dry.
Bring back the original recipe.
Before, it was very, very, I loved it. It was awesome. It was...
I wonder if they have like fall seasonal like otaku boxes.
I don't know. It's a good idea. It's a good question. Whenever it gets closer to time, we can take a look. Because we do our food and fellowship for that around Thanksgiving time.
I do want to take it back to our genuine, character trait or whatever.
Yeah.
You were saying about just being genuine and stuff like that in general is good. That's one of our things that we really push or teach. I shouldn't say push. Teach our kids is to be genuine, because nowadays it's very hard to find that with people, because it's all about what's on the outside. And I think with like all the technology enhancements, like AI filters and all of that, finding genuine people or a genuine podcast or a genuine show or whatever is very hard to find. And I think because of how difficult it is, whenever it is found, people pounce.
Yeah.
That will be more important as the time goes by. And I think, people will flock. You said
because of the questioning, because of the that's AI.
People will search for what's true.
Yeah, there was a, and I don't know the girl's name. I don't know where she's from. I just remember seeing the headline where there was an influencer. They didn't. I don't think they might have given her like what do you call it, online name or whatever. Her filter accidentally, and she was like this had million followers, all sorts of stuff. And it was either like I think it was a live feed, her filter accidentally came off, and people went off the handle. Like they were mad as fire about it. And as I was reading that headline, I'm like, why are you surprised?
Yeah.
Like, you're wanting to believe something over the internet. And yeah, I mean, we want to believe people are genuine, but you shouldn't be shocked with as many filters as they have out there. I mean, I can take a picture and make myself look completely different. People do it all the time. But whenever people find someone that's that has been genuine from the start, people notice.
It's all about keeping it real, y'all.
Absolutely. I mean,
Keeping it real.
Like I tell my students, I'm just humans. I mess up too.
Yeah, and it's definitely a.
That's why I get free Pokemon cards.
There you go.
I'm kidding.
It's definitely true, and I think that's part of the reason why why we decided that on our 100th episode we'd do it live so people could actually see our faces.
You said that. Me and K2
She's gonna have a filter.
are having avatar masks, remember?
Yes, they are going to wear avatar masks.
Avatar mask. Which one? Which avatar?
Our own
The
avatar.
blue one or the bald one?
No, we're gonna have our avatar masks of our little characters.
You know, it'd be cool if they just all just sit on
and then
stage,
just be like,
and it's the masks, and then like we take them off.
Absolutely.
Boom, let's start the show.
this is what we actually look like.
Whoa, Tex-Mex is ugly. He don't even look Mexican.
Dang, Rev is not that cut.
In my mind, you are.
Yep, I am that muscular underneath the dad bod.
That's right.
Maybe we do need a virtual world. Some avatars.
Oh my goodness.
You know, there's certain things that we do hide, like our names and stuff like that, and that's for security and safety purposes. But for people to actually see that we're not using vocal filters, we're not using all of this fake junk, and actually be like, hey, look, it's us.
Yeah, because
this is who you're going to meet whenever you see us at an event.
Yeah, I'm totally trying to make a filter of this fake accent that I hate that I'm using.
Yes, very strong Hispanic accent, and good job, Tex-Mex. You sound so un-American.
There you go, melting pot.
What Raver Mom said is completely and totally true. There are so many articles, whether they come in through the email or they're in the newspaper apps or they're on social media, of all of these people who are being exposed. Like Raver Mom said, the one lady whose filter turned off. There's a guy who everybody says is Robin Williams. Well, the guy turned around, he's like, look, this is getting stretched a little far. The Robin Williams face is a filter. Yeah. It's AI. This is what I really look like. And people didn't believe him. Yeah. He's like,
no, it's really Robin Williams.
He's like, I really don't look like Robin Williams, guys. Yeah. This is my real face. And everybody still thinks he's Robin Williams.
Well, in this age of AI, it's really going to make that difficult.
And I think that shows the importance of being genuine.
Totally.
People are gonna see everybody's fake. Last season we got accused of being AI.
Really?
Had somebody go on there and say this is AI garbage. He said it with very provocative language, but he accused us of being AI. Oh. To which I didn't take offense to it. I know you
sure you didn't say robotic?
I sent oh geez, thanks. I sent a
give him a minute.
I sent a message back to him, be like, I'll take that as a compliment. That kind of speaks to the quality that we're going after. We want quality content. Mm-hmm. We want it to sound good. We want it to, we want the subject matter to be good. We want all of this stuff. So, thank you for the compliment. He definitely did not message back after we thanked him for the insult.
That's because he was a bot. Calling the kettle black.
He couldn't.
See what I'm talking about? Full circle, man.
He couldn't check the box.
He couldn't check off the traffic lights, y'all.
There's not enough bicycles in these boxes.
Oh my goodness.
Bots.
I will say though, as for someone who struggled in their teen years with being genuine, I think a lot of people, myself included, at one point or another, when it comes to being genuine though, you have to also make yourself a little vulnerable.
Oh yeah.
And that's hard, especially nowadays. I know watching, because with where I go work at, of course we have 2 of our kids there, and just watching from afar our girls being their genuine self out in public or out at their school, and it's hard. I mean, to be themselves, and I mean them come home and tell me some of the things that they've said or have been said to them or whatever, and honestly, it's something that you just have to have that mindset of that I love who I am. And, remember, and I had to be reminded this today, that the only opinion that matters is God's.
Right.
And that it's okay to be genuine, because genuine people, God blesses those people. And they'll send people, God will send people into your life to remind you, or for you to help become, help them, of course, in those times of need.
I would say, because where I work, it's a place where it's kind of on the darker side, right? So, so as a person who is always smiling, even when I don't even know I'm doing it, Like, they'll tell me, like, I
You're
always
the-
got a smile on your face. I'm like, I guess I do.
You're the
Yes,
weird
you're a
stormtrooper.
freak.
Yes. So I guess it's like, from my philosophy is, because you're totally right. Like, you do have to open up. And when you open up, it becomes like it could be a two-way road where something will come in and it'll hurt. But I think if you shine as hard as you can, the stuff, it's not going to have time to get in.
Yeah.
Because you're so busy putting out this light that even if they criticize, even if they say one thing, it's like, well, this, I'm going to shine even harder over that to overwhelm that.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying don't listen to criticism, but, you know, I know you as well as I do myself that, you know, we're our toughest critics. So,
Absolutely, yeah.
you know, so we know, hey, I'm going to be hard on myself, probably harder than anyone else is. So all that stuff, we can just, you know, take it with a grain of sand.
Yeah.
And just shine even harder. And then you'll see people that have such a straight face, they're always down. Over time, you're going to wear them down. They're just going to have to, you know, start smiling too because you're around.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and you gotta look at who's saying it too. You know, like in the movie, I mean, Kenji had so much around him when it came to that family, where honestly I think it was easy for him to be genuine, because he was genuine with his friend in that room where he worked, like, or you know, because they both did it together, and for him, I think in the beginning it might have been difficult, but I feel like as you watch the movie, you'll see that he kind of loosens up a little bit, and you could see even more like of himself coming out.
Yeah, you definitely see that part whenever all of the, you know, the granny dies and the...
You're not supposed to say that.
Granny unalives.
No!
So you spoiled it for me, man.
I'm saying because you spoiled it!
Well, she was, since we're talking about spoilers, she's swinging a naginata around. If she died, it's on her.
That's where the comedy starts with one of the cousins.
Oh
You'll still get something out of it.
Swinging a weapon around, expecting not to get hurt.
She
Listen,
was
if
in her upper 90s,
If
man.
my 90-year-old grandma was swinging a katana around or
It's time
something
for
like
a home.
that, I'd be freaking out.
It's time to put her in a home.
Well, it wasn't her upper 90, it was just her 90. It was her 90.
It was her 90s.
Yeah.
Still, she's in her 90s, going all full samurai on somebody.
Yeah.
You know,
That's why she's the matriarch. Yeah.
pulls out
That's
that
right.
Mongolian
Keeping
blade
people in
staff,
line.
like ha.
Yeah,
You know?
to take challenges to the matriarch, you gotta answer that challenge, man.
Yeah.
Now I gotta remember where I was.
Remember where it comes from, or see where it comes from.
After
There we
she
go.
passes away,
Family.
the family is together. You have the women who are all like, you know, they're all upset and they're very self-absorbed with, you know, how they feel and how they want things done and all of this garbage. And the men are like, we need revenge, you know. We can, you know, defeat this AI and dedicate it to her memory, you know, that kind of, you know, macho stuff.
Very natural.
And Kenji just comes up and he said, you know, very solemnly, we need to take care of this so that it doesn't happen to somebody else. He wasn't self-absorbed. He wasn't thinking about, you know, the people around him. He wasn't thinking about himself. He's thinking about everybody else in the world. We need to stop this before something else happens to somebody else. And that's kind of where he stepped out, where he's like, okay, time to
Sounds like a leadership now.
time to step up and, you know, actually speak my mind. You know, and I think that's where his confidence kind of boosted a little bit, and he was showing, you know, that inner genuine part of himself, you know, that he just keeps bottled up, and he's like, okay, time to let it out.
Yeah.
You know, and that's where you kind of see that genuine growth, you know.
Yeah. The little seed had to go in the ground, had to crack, had to push through that soil, really push, and then come out and grow.
Let the sun shine. Yeah.
Thought you
Cue
were
the
gonna
organ.
I thought you were gonna start singing the Lorax, the song off the
Oh,
Lorax.
yeah.
How bad?
No.
Oh, that one. That was annoying.
No.
Let it die, let it die. Shut it up and die. It's with me.
Well, if you think about it, the one person that turned to him and turned to Kenji and said, "I know you can do it," was Gran.
Yeah.
And then she passed away.
And then after he did that, he's alone in there, and he apologizes for opening up his mouth. It was the uncle that took care of her all the time that said no, it needed to be said.
Yeah, he could have just broke down and said, "My life's over, world's over. The only person that ever believed in me is gone, and now I'm nobody." But
yeah.
he didn't.
Yeah.
That's that hero moment.
Yeah.
Not the absence of fear or pain, but the will and effort to overcome it.
In one of, I think it was season 2, we talked about meekness, and looking at how meekness is talked about in the Bible, the definition that we gave meekness was that meekness is just strength and waiting.
Latent strength.
It's just strength waiting to come out at the right time, and that is Kenji's moment. That's where the strength that was waiting in the meekness came out. Meekness is not a weakness.
Meekness is not a weakness. I need that as a
There's a
sticker.
T-shirt.
There's that.
It's the Bible
You guys
says
just
that
need to open up a business, okay?
the Bible says that the meek shall inherit the earth.
Right.
It didn't say the weak shall inherit the earth. It said the meek. Meek is just strength and waiting. And that's a good meek moment where you see the strength come out of it. I think this might be a good branch off into the questions.
All right.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, question number 1 is a little bit more serious. It's a little bit more personal, and, well, we'd have to be genuine with the answer. I try not to be too personal with the questions, but this one kind of dips into it a little bit. It says, even when he fails early on, Kenji does not give up. How do you handle failure, and what helps you keep going?
I could start.
Okay, go for it.
Having failed a couple times in my life. Big surprise.
Just a couple?
Surprise. Yeah, you start to realize early on that why do I have to come to Christ at the end after I've gone through the pain and the doubt? And if I just go to him from the beginning, I could maybe sometimes skip the failure, and just have a whole new perspective, shed the light onto that situation, and see it in a whole different way. Sometimes we'll go into a situation thinking that if I research enough and I train enough and I network enough and I do enough, I will win. And sometimes you don't, and that could break your world apart. And so, seeing that the life through the lens of is this in God's will for me, for my life, changes your life totally. I'm a planner by design. I love to plan, I love to strategize, and after failed plan, I stopped planning and started listening. And God's been so good to me. He's always been good to me, but it's really been a lot of fruit the past few years.
Awesome.
No, I got nothing for this one.
He doesn't fail.
K2 never fails.
He never gives up.
Never give up, never surrender.
So 1 Corinthians 13, when I was a child, I spake as a child, I understood as a child, I thought as a child, but when I became a man, I put away childish things. And actually, I think we've brought this verse up, whether it was on podcast or not. I feel like this verse defines my answer, because as I've gotten older and looking back on how I have reacted or how I've responded to failure, has definitely changed over the years. Growing up in a household where failure was not an option, like if you failed, it was the worst thing in the world. And for me, being the AB honor roll student, if I failed, it was a tarnish on my trophy kind of thing. And so with failure, it was basically, it defined me. If I failed, it was a big deal. If I won, it was great. But if I failed, it was like the biggest thing. It was like the world had come to an end. So as I became an adult, failure still defined me. And it defined me for quite a while. If I failed, it was a big deal and my world come to an end. But as I've gotten older, I look at failure kind of differently. Because to me, I cannot remember at what point in our life, in our marriage, since we've been married, I'd say maybe about 10 years ago. It could be less or more. I have no idea. But there was a moment where a friend of mine, her phrase for her life was, everything happens for a reason. And I pondered on that phrase for so long after she told me that. And I adopted that phrase. And I literally say that so many times throughout my life since then, because everything happens for a reason. I mean, it literally, everything has a reason. And I'm like you, Tex-Mex, like I have to have things planned out. I budget. Everything has to be just so. I'm very OCD. My house may not look like it, but I am. Like I'm very, like when we first got married, all my books were categorized by height, genre, color, title. My clothes were colored, long sleeve, short sleeve, like length, like everything. It was very, very particular. It was like I lived in a military home, and I didn't.
I drove her nuts.
Because he was the complete opposite, right? So, but like I am, everything has to be just so. And so when things are out of whack, something's not in its place.
Out of control.
It's chaos to me. Like that one thing has caused so much chaos. But when you have children, your life is chaos.
Isn't that the truth?
So as we had one child and I was able to keep things in order, no big deal. And then as life goes on, I have been able to relinquish that control and understood, or have come to the understanding, that failure is part of life. And within failure, you're going to learn something.
Growth.
And you're going to grow. Absolutely. You're going to grow. Because if you can't learn something in your failure, then you're just going to go through it again. As horrible as that sounds.
It's truth.
If you don't learn to deal with that particular personality of that person, because it's not the person, it is a spirit of something, whatever it is. If you don't learn to deal with it, whether it's causing you strife, it's causing your failure, it's causing pain. If you don't learn to deal with it in yourself, you're always going to deal with it. Why? Because God's going to send that, or God's going to allow that, because He wants you to grow.
And I think the way you deal with it, in the same chapter where it talks about when I was a child, I spoke as a child. Verse 8 says, love never fails.
Absolutely.
So that light that I was talking about shining, that overwhelms, is love.
Yeah.
Because it disarms, it breaks down, breaks down strongholds.
Yeah.
Jesus is that love. His name is love. That energy, that power is the power of love. And it just overcomes all of that.
And 1 Corinthians 13 is taken a lot spoke about a lot because it's the love chapter. And people think that it's love between a husband and a wife, or, a boyfriend and a girlfriend, or whatever. And I mean, yes, it is. But at the same time, it could also be taken in any relationship.
More
because
than that, yeah.
We are to love one another as Christ loved us. And if we are struggling with failure, then we're always going to be in that failure, because we've got to learn something before we can move on. So that's my 2 cents.
I mean, for me, failure has always been something to overcome. I don't like to fail. And I mean, there are points where I fail at something and it's like, okay, I just don't need to be here. But the grand majority of the time, I see a failure as a challenge to overcome. I see it as a time to learn. I see it as a time to see things from a new perspective. And sometimes that perspective is to just walk away. But there are other times where in failures throughout my life where it's like, okay, what's another way to go beyond this? My failure may not have been a failure in the result. It could have been a failure in the process.
Right.
And it's a matter of going back and then trying again in a different approach. I think the hardest part for me sometimes is the fact that sometimes I'm not supposed to succeed in that area. I might not be built for it, or
Might not be time.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know how many times I tried to push to go into ministry, and it was like butting heads, whether it was a issue in our household, an issue that was created in a relationship, or anything like that. It didn't happen. And it came to a point where, okay, it's not that I'm not meant to be in a ministry. I'm just not meant to be in the ministry that I'm pushing for. That's my path. And my path is one that's causing a problem. I thank God that I have Raver Mom next to me, because Raver Mom, and I told her this last week, you put things into perspective.
Yeah.
You aren't afraid to challenge me no matter how much I don't like it. Whenever I need to be challenged or my thought process needs to be challenged, you're there to challenge me. And it was years of me battling. I just, I felt it in my heart, my very being, that I'm supposed to be doing ministry work.
Mm-hmm.
It's what I was created for. It's the purpose that I have. But my focus was going in the wrong direction.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't till about 2 or so years ago where God finally revealed it. And Tex-Mex, you're in the midst of that story. So, yeah, look at that.
Honorable mention.
I have Raver Mom who's encouraging me but keeping me in reality. Me, I met you. You were there to help uplift me at those points I felt, very defeated. You were the one guy who's like, oh, you need help doing this? Sure, let's do this thing. Oh, we're gonna have a bonfire. I'll buy the steaks. And to see a different side of the ministry, and it just be a small glimpse, and then everything came to a what do you call that? All the paths converged.
Yeah.
And this ministry that has always been a thought in my mind, that it's like, oh, it'd be cool to do that, but who's gonna want it? Who's gonna want to hear that? Why in the world would I do something like that? It's crazy. And then finally, God put all the people in a line, just one after the other. And I go up to Raver Mom and I'm like, this idea, this whole crazy idea of anime and Christianity and the church and everything like that, I was like, I think we need to do something. I feel like I need to get into this. And she looks at me and she goes, I told you so. Her favorite line, I told you so. If you would have listened to me, years ago, we wouldn't be in this predicament. And it's like, it's one of those points where, swallow your pride. Yes, honey, you were right.
He can't say anything. He uses that line too.
But I had to go through all of that failure But I think if it wasn't for the fact that I just refused to give up, and I kept looking and looking and looking, there's certain lessons that I wouldn't have learned. And I think through all that failure and through all the hardship that that failure put me personally through, I grew and learned things up to a point to where we could do this and have success in the ministry itself.
Sometimes a failure isn't exactly a failure, it's a detour. It's
Exactly.
part of the path. It's part, it looks like we're going backwards or down or in the wrong direction, but it's the right direction. Because when you pass through that path that you didn't think you were going to go, you were never going to go through that path unless you received a perceived failure and met these people. You met, you know, were met with these conditions and these resources and this knowledge to get to that point. And that's the way God works. It's just his ways. He can see every outcome and knows what we need to go through to get to that outcome. Even the disciples, they try to go in Acts. They try to go to Asia and in a Roman province out there, and the Bible says that they tried a couple times and the Holy Spirit wouldn't allow them. So maybe in their minds they perceived it as a failure at that moment, but it was for a reason that they were not allowed to go out there. You know, so it's just, that's why I said I think sometimes you just have to listen. But hey, I've also heard a great saying too that says that you can't, to one of my pastors, I want to shout out to him, but that you can't turn a ship if it's not moving. And that's meant a lot to me this past year, that if you want to change direction, you know, you have to be moving. So you're going forward, you're taking action. You are not sitting waiting to be rescued, but you are moving forward with what you can do, what you are led to do in the Spirit, you know, through prayer.
I like that.
There was in one of my lessons for our Bible study, for our Bible curriculum, and it brings up this quote from this, and I'm trying to find it, from this missionary. His name is Jim Elliot, and he's passed away already. And it was kind of cool, the quote. If I can't find it, it's not a big deal. But he had devoted his life. They went to Ecuador, and it was like, this was something that he did. This was his life's work. And we read this quote. Anyways, long story short, the next day or whatever, I go to read to the next lesson, and it actually tells the story about Jim Elliot. Mm-hmm. And Jim Elliot, when they went to Ecuador, and the only reason why I'm trying to find it is because I can't remember the people. So there's this tribe, right? This African tribe, or this native tribe that they're trying to minister to, and of course they're like all against it, right? They don't accept them or whatever. And in the middle of the night, the native tribe goes in and it attacks Jim or Mr. Elliot and his all the men in his crew, and kills them. And I think it was like the next day or like weeks go by or whatever, and the wives stayed in Ecuador, and they prayed and they forgave the native tribe people, and the wives were able to then minister to the native people, and a lot of the native people accepted Jesus because of that. And to me, like, that was a huge failure. I'm sorry, if someone killed my husband, like, I'm leaving, I'm out.
Right.
You know, but these wives believed that they were there and that God was going to use whatever it was that had happened to them to reach these people, and they did. They were able to reach this native tribe. And I mean, to me, that is like, that's one of the biggest failures you can have, is to lose somebody in your life.
Right.
And if they could do it in that big failure, you know, if they can keep ministering and keep moving and keep doing what they feel like God wants them to do, and get that kind of impact on a native tribe in another country, I mean, imagine what we can do.
It's really proof of the faith.
Yeah.
To see a person forgive the person who might have killed their
Mm-hmm.
their loved one, or the faith to be able to continue with the mission even after that.
Yeah.
So that, yeah, God definitely used that to
Yeah.
show those native people that, hey, these people are serious.
Yeah.
We did the worst thing we could do, and they still believe.
Yeah.
And there's something to that, and they,
Yeah. Absolutely.
believe. It's powerful.
All right. Question number 2. If Kenji had a hype man during the final battle, what would they be yelling to boost Kenji's confidence?
See, I read that question wrong originally. I thought you were going to ask who would it be.
No.
What would they be saying?
What would they be saying? You know, who is Kenji's Rob Schneider?
You can do it.
Oh my goodness.
You got this, man. Just believe in yourself. Hear Naruto's voice.
Believe it. So what would his hype man be yelling to boost his confidence?
I think he'd be telling him, hey, just be yourself. Be yourself. You got this. Just reassuring him, giving him confidence, you know.
It's a very proper way of saying, you can do it!
You can do it!
Oh my goodness. Honestly, I thought you were going to ask who. So in my head, I thinking Tanjiro.
Oh, Tanjiro's good.
You can
It's
do
the
it.
It's Tanjiro with a mustache. And a tan.
No, I know you can with the sparkles, you know. The
He's a great hype man.
Yeah.
Great cheerleader.
I believe in you.
Yeah.
Or how he did it to Inosuke. Well, I mean, if you're too tired and you're hurt, it's okay. Go lay down, Inosuke. We'll handle it.
Reverse psychology!
Yeah.
Oh, when he did it with the water Hashira, it just wore him down. You know? He's there every day. He's like, oh, just go away. Hey, we should bathe together. We should eat together.
Yeah.
So much love in that kid.
Too much.
Too much.
Give me some space, man. Give me some space.
That's why he's not my favorite.
It means he's really special, I think.
Tanjiro is passively clingy.
He might be my favorite main character ever, to be honest with you. That's the way he is.
Yes, because you're passively clingy too.
I
Wifey would know.
Yeah.
You got anything, K2?
I got nothing.
K2's enjoying all the laughter here, all the jokes.
I can just see somebody back there, you know, knowing the people that are around and be like, crunch those numbers, shrimp. You can do it.
Exactly.
Sensei back there. What are you doing? Don't get it wrong.
That's funny. So, we're going to go into our game. Every season, Tex-Mex, we have a bit of a tradition that we started where we do a game called the Anime World Mashup. And I believe for the past 2 seasons, Raver Mom has defeated us.
I have.
Because
Challenge
for
accepted.
whatever reason, she could write full animes, or the idea of full animes, just mashing the worlds together, and they actually make sense.
And I come up with those in my dreams, man.
Well, we'll see if your dreams can defeat the luck of Raver Mom.
Meaning,
luck of the Irish.
meaning I might lose my crown. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I feel
Okay.
threatened over here.
It's just a challenge. Remember, failure is not really a failure.
Failure's
Okay.
not an option.
Failure's not an option. Strike first, strike hard. No mercy.
Okay, so here's the basic concept of the game. In this game, you will create wild, unexpected anime scenarios by combining different anime worlds, genres, and characters in fun and sometimes chaotic ways. The game will be a mix of storytelling, creativity, and anime knowledge. The goal is to come up with the most entertaining and bizarre scenarios and at the end, the listeners will decide what story wins.
Just on the fly?
Yes.
On the fly.
On the fly. And I've won both times against them too.
Okay.
Crazy, huh?
So this is basically what you're going to do. You're going to have 3 basic categories you got to fill to make the setting for your story. You got to pick a main character. You have to pick the anime world that you want it to take place in, and then you've got to select the genre. And then you've got to take those and you have to put them together. So, for example, we could say our main character is going to be Luffy from One Piece. It's going to be in the world of Naruto. Setting's going to be the Hidden Leaf Village, and the genre is going to be mech. And the basic storyline could be Luffy is in a massive mech suit battling ninja robots in the Hidden Leaf Village to become the next Hokage. Okay, something just off the wall, crazy, stupid. You're going to have a couple of minutes to create your actual story in full scenario, and then in the midst of that, we are going to throw wrenches into each other's stuff. It is the bonus round. It's called the plot twist. And so after we create our stories, then we get to throw wrenches into each other's stuff. So the way we usually do it is we kind of just go counterclockwise around the room. Like I'll pick one for Raver Mom. Raver Mom will pick one for Tex-Mex. Tex-Mex, you'll pick one for K2, and K2 will pick one for me. And basically, we could have, we'll stick with the Luffy lineup with the mech thing, and so a wrench that you could throw in there could be a time portal opens up and merges multiple universes together. Or a giant cat appears and it talks. What are you going to do? Yeah. Last season I did one with Bakugo and Vegeta, and it was in the world of Dragon Ball Z, and Bakugo had to find the Dragon Balls to get back to his universe. Yeah. Broke into the house where Bulma's stuff was at, and Vegeta's stuff was at, and he was looking for the Dragon Balls in Vegeta's underwear drawer. Yeah. I think the best one was the first season when Raver Mom got me, because I merged Dragon Ball Z and Initial D along with the post-apocalyptic thing, almost like Akira, and driving the 8.6 in a race against Takumi, and Raver Mom turned it into an automatic and destroyed the transmission in the middle of the race. Which is terrible.
Yeah, that's messed up.
So those are the types of wrenches we can throw into each other's story, and then we have to rewrite our story around it on how we would overcome it. All right.
Yeah. No hard thing there.
Yeah. No pressure, right?
No pressure.
Okay. So we're gonna have to get some paper and some pencils because I think our tablet's batteries finally died.
Okay. What do we need again?
You need a main character, the world you want it to take place in, and a genre.
I don't know what you mean by genre. I never do.
Comedy, action, drama,
romance.
My world will be wrapped up in whatever, or my genre will be wrapped up in whatever world.
Okay. You got yours?
Absolutely, I had mine. Huh?
Have mercy, we're in trouble.
Why? I had mine halfway through when you were explaining it.
It's okay. I just came up with mine off the fly, so we'll see how it goes.
I've been thinking about this.
Yeah. I haven't. That's the bad part.
No, not.
All right.
I'm not talking about.
K2, you got yours?
Yeah, I got mine.
I've been thinking about mine just because the fact of which you'll find out when I read it, but never mind. I'll explain. I can't explain without telling you.
Gotcha.
Not me this time.
Okay.
Nope, it's me.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay. You want me to start, or do you guys want to start?
You can start.
You want me to
Start.
start?
Showing how it's done.
Okay, so my main character is Stoner.
Oh, jeez.
It takes place in the world of Avatar: The Last Airbender, and it is a slice of life anime. You'll hate it. K2.
Sounds like it.
So Stoner has made the Southern Air Temple his home. One day Aang shows up and Stoner has to help Aang control the Avatar state. This causes their lives to turn into a bad 90s sitcom full of pointless drama.
I like that.
Yeah. Raver Mom?
Is it my turn?
Yep.
Okay. So, my main character is Mau Mau from the Apothecary Diaries.
Okay.
Solid.
And she meets the Demon Slayers, Tanjiro, oh my gosh,
Inosuke.
Inosuke and Zenitsu during their brief moment in the entertainment district.
Oh,
Okay.
I like that.
Because in Mau Mau's world, it's called the Pleasure District,
Yeah.
which is where she's from. And so, and if you know Apothecary, they're very good with toxins, medicinal herbs, and stuff like that. But with Mau Mau, she's kind of like a detective. And so she can pick up on certain things. And so she assists because she knows the secret to turning demons back into humans.
Oh,
Okay.
Game changer.
Nice. She just made the whole last part of Demon Slayer invalid.
I got the thing right here.
Tex-Mex, what's yours?
Okay, first time, so bear with me. Main character is Sun Jin Woo from
Okay.
Solo Leveling.
Okay.
He's in the Jujutsu Kaisen world,
Okay.
and he's summoned for the Culling Games, where they're all facing off against each other for points, and there's all these crazy rules in the cities. And he was told that he has to reach a certain point score to escape, but he meets Itadori and the gang, and they convince him to free Gojo. So they kind of gain him as an ally, but Toji is also summoned back into the Culling Games somewhere. Yeah, and he's trouble.
Okay, so it's a shonen genre.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's full on.
K2.
Yeah. So my main character is Anko Ugitsuku from Call of the Night. She's a vampire hunter.
Okay.
So I'm putting her into Hellsing Ultimate for more vampire hunting, and she's going to get teamed up with Father Anderson to, get a proper lesson in how to kill vampires.
Okay.
You've been thinking about
So the
this, haven't
genre
you?
is horror action.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I think all of us did a decent job. I think again I'm gonna end up at the bottom.
Yes, that's a powerful genre too. It's slice of life.
Yes, but my storyline is not as ingrained. I literally am replacing a guru character with a surfer.
At least he didn't have to work part-time at a cabbage stall.
My cabbages.
Don't worry, man. There's plenty of cabbages where those came from.
It's okay, hunger is only a state of mind.
The surfer dude.
Alright, so now we are going to throw our wrenches into the mix.
I have a request.
What's up?
Because I have no idea half of what the other guy said. Can I throw a wrench into yours? Can we go the other way instead of
Okay, so you want to reverse the order this time?
please?
Okay, so I will.
'Cause I have no idea what to do.
I will. We're back to season 1. I'm gonna throw a wrench into K2.
That's fine.
All right, let's see here.
Sorry, Tex, what was yours again?
Mine?
Sun Jin Woo.
Sun Jin Woo, that's right. Okay, yeah.
And
In the Jujutsu Kaisen world.
I had a
Okay.
student come up to me and he showed me a picture. Didn't tell you what the character's name was. He looked really cool, and the student drew the picture, and it was really good. And he was like, "Do you know who that is?" And I said, no, but he looks very familiar. And he told me he's from Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh, yeah.
He goes, I think you'd like that. And walks off. And I was like, hold on a minute. Why? Why would I like that show?
It's so serious.
And he goes, I don't know, you just look like that kind of type.
What's bad is you like Demon Slayer. You
would.
probably would.
Well, they don't know that I like Demon Slayer. Nobody does.
But it's bad
except
that
some of the adults.
It's
But I
bad
thought
that
it
he
was-
pegged you.
Yeah, I thought it was hilarious. He just walked off like, mic drop.
Maybe it's your style. It's just like, it's a stylish show. So I kind of have hers already ready.
All right, so
Oh,
then go
man.
for it.
What's my wrench?
Your wrench is Mama was there at the district, and she finds them. They explain, and she has the cure, but the Emperor is also there, and he gathers the three up because he thinks that they're so good looking, and she has. Well, I'm not gonna tell you how to solve it, but now she can't get in there to deal with them because they're with the Emperor, and they have,
They are now the Emperor.
and they don't know how to act either. So it's like, what are they gonna do? They haven't had real lessons in etiquette or anything. So
The Emperor.
Inosuke
bought
is
his
ruined.
broad.
exactly. Wait a minute.
Ooh, I know how to solve it.
Already, dang.
Mao Mao explains to the Emperor that they're just the entertainment.
He knows that. That's why he hired them.
No, like the entertainment for like the big banquet.
Yeah, but she's like, she's not like, she don't have clearance though. She's,
Yeah, she does.
does she?
Yep, because she is the food taster to the what did they call him? Ooh, I wrote on my no, I didn't.
The head magistrate.
No, it isn't. It isn't the concubines. It's the courtesans. They call them courtesans. She is the food taster to a top-ranking courtesan, and that already has a child that he visits frequently.
So how does she get them out?
Their entertainment. They're done.
So
Now they go.
they're mine forever. I like them so much.
Nope.
I'm keeping them.
Nah, I know. She's going to tell that one guy. I never can remember
slip
his
him out.
name.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to help her out because he likes her. And he's the secret prince.
Oh, spoiler alert. It's like, he would help her get them out.
They're not. That season or season 3, book 3, whatever it is, isn't out yet. So, but that's
It's only
my
been 2
hunch.
seasons, right?
Yeah, they're only in.
Yeah, he
2.
definitely likes her.
He likes her, but if I'm not mistaken, he's also that secret prince that
They're looking for her.
they're looking for that isn't like showed his head or whatever.
Oh,
So he's infiltrated the whatchamacallit. So
courtesans.
yeah. Rev,
I like
you
that.
want to know your wrench?
Yeah, give me my wrench.
Aang gets fed up with Stoner's California attitude and throws a tantrum.
Well, that's what he was there to do, right? He like. well, I can't
No,
help you.
Stoner was there to help him
In the Avatar
control
state.
the Avatar state, but in fact does the opposite.
Look,
No,
babe.
Rev, how do you calm me down?
Hmm?
How do you calm me down?
How do I calm you down?
Yeah, when I'm all like, you can't be
You tell her she's right.
sweet or whatever. No.
You wait in silence, then you feed the hunger.
So what? You just have a stockpile of Snickers bars somewhere?
No,
No.
mostly ice cream, tacos, or chicken nuggets.
That will do it.
Are they Dino Nuggies?
Food.
That always cheers me up.
No, not Dino Nuggies. You don't like Dino
No.
Nuggies.
No.
They've been so different these days.
They do.
Because it's not real chicken.
I know, it's like paper.
Yeah.
It's not real chicken. Although, have you done, while he's figuring things out, have you done the Jurassic Park theme,
Nuggets?
Nugget Island?
No.
Take mashed potatoes, build a mashed potato mountain with broccoli, trees, put your dino nuggets around it,
Oh, that's cute.
and then pour gravy down it.
Oh, that's so great.
It is the best. While watching Jurassic World. So,
Oh, that's nice.
kids will love it. Or at least your oldest will.
Yeah, he was into dinosaurs, and then I showed him Jurassic Park. He was no longer into dinosaurs. He was
Well,
terrified.
we didn't do Jurassic Park because
Yeah.
Princess Pico would seriously
It's kind of like a horror movie.
Yeah. And then the language is in the beginning
Oh yeah, there is.
is real bad. But no, we did Jurassic World. Like I think it was Jurassic World, the first Jurassic World.
Yeah.
And but before we started it, I showed him I did it in
The
some
food?
bowls, and then I did the gravy mountain. I gave him little bowls of it.
My son
and
would love
showed him.
that.
Yep.
He'd eat it all up. He probably eat half of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Right now he's eating like crazy.
Some people have even done it. Have you ever seen like the tabletop food, like the tabletop dinners? So they like either clean their table really well. Mine has whole like slits in it, so I couldn't do it to mine. We'd have to put something down. And they actually put the dinner in the middle of the table, and everybody just eats from that. To me, that's gross, but
It's like a
I've
boil.
seen them where they've done it, where they've done like a big, huge thing of mashed potatoes, and they've got all the dino nuggies around it and all the broccoli around it,
That's
and
funny.
it is really cute.
It's a whole landscape.
Yep, it's a whole
You
thing.
can play with your food.
Yep, it's a whole big thing.
Yeah.
So
I like that.
Alright, I got my wrench. Shigaraki, fully upgraded, takes advantage of the chaos, and sows more chaos.
He's probably sees Sun Jin Woo and wants whatever he's got.
Yeah.
Because he has a summoning ability too.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
So he's gonna he's gonna pull a summoning out. He's gonna want to take it.
Yep.
Tex-Mex doesn't understand the concept of this. He can't put his own wrenches in his own
I love
story.
I love stories. Like, let's make it tastier. You know what I mean?
Okay, I think I have my wrench for you.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Yes.
It's daylight all the time. It's easy.
Sunlight.
I don't want to make it too easy.
Yeah, that's boring, right?
Oh.
So, you know who Moria Gecko is from One Piece, right?
Sounds from. You have a picture of her?
It's
can
a
look it up.
him.
Or him? Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So Moria Gecko holds the power of the Shadow Fruit, and he's able to control and take possession of people's shadows,
Yeah.
giving him the power over the people whose shadow he takes.
Right.
So Gecko shows up in your world,
Yeah.
and they mistake him for a vampire,
Oh yeah.
and
Okay. It
he
looks
like
steals
one.
their shadows.
That's funny.
Your wrench for me was that Aang gets annoyed, loses his temper, I guess enters the avatar state, and the opposite happens. So he does not teach him to master it, right?
That's right.
Okay. So, Stoner, he's a very philosophical guy. He sees that Aang is very upset, and he kind of he feels that. So, Stoner introduces Aang to the art of surfing the trap bars, and Aang finds his balance in the waves.
Oh.
And
I'm already annoyed.
and he masters the avatar state, and he beats the Fire Lord with an elemental cutback drop turn.
Wow. The surfing though, yeah, airwave surfing. That's kind of the Ant's thing.
Yeah,
I like that. Little airbending redirect there.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm annoyed.
Let me guess. It sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, K2. What's your wrench solution?
Yeah, so my main character dies, but no contest on that one.
Yay,
What?
Gecko.
Yay, bowling pin!
Yeah. Luckily, I paired her with Anderson, who's going to put up a decent fight. Hit or miss if he's going to lose. He's definitely going to get bloodied. But Alucard's going to get wind of this fight and want to join in. And I think Alucard's just going to wipe the floor with him.
Okay. So a bigger fight shows up.
Yeah, bigger fight shows up more.
That's kind of my thing too. So mine was, Sun Jin Woo enters Jujutsu Kaisen world.
Yeah.
Toji's also summoned into the killing game as well, as an additional wrench, right? To
Yeah.
add to the
Shigaraki,
chaos.
yeah.
He says Shigaraki comes
Yeah,
in and
yeah,
steps
Shigaraki.
in, and he probably wants to try to take some of the summonings that Sun Jin Woo can produce. So, but Toji being that, the king of the fighter that he is, the king of war he is, he actually turns on Shigaraki as the strongest and wants to defeat him. So it kind of turns out into this all-out battle. And in the midst of it, I think Sukuna would probably, if Gojo does get freed, if it does give them time for Gojo to be freed, Sukuna comes out. But if he doesn't, then I don't know, it's kind of game over. This is all-out war.
So
I think it'd be good for theaters, actually.
Yours can have multiple endings. Are you talking Shigaraki from My Hero?
No,
yeah, Shigaraki from My Hero, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah. Because he's got all for one, right?
You haven't seen Shigaraki fully upgraded.
He's got all for one.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I have.
Oh, okay, you got that far? Okay.
Yeah.
to try to absorb his powers.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think if Sung Jin Woo could get him at the right moment,
He go on
that
top.
would be monstrous for him to take.
Oh, to make him a summoning?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That'd be a cool
that
ending
would
too.
be-
That'd
That's a trophy.
Wow. Okay. All right, Raver Mom, what's yours?
So I had one until Tex-Mex over there opened his mouth, and I'm stealing his. So, it gave me a wrench and a solution. I love that. So I'm stealing
Okay.
his. No, I honestly like it just because I feel like it's true Apothecary Diaries and Demon Slayer fashion, because it reminded me of one of the chapters where there was a woman ghost or a lady ghost or whatever that popped up or whatever, and so Mao Mao is having to rescue the boys from the Emperor. And this demon shows up. But they don't know that it's a demon. It's just another story where these happenings are going on and people are disappearing. And she tells that to Tanjiro, and they attest it to demon acting. Or whatever. What do you call it? Oh my gosh. I'm so tired. I'm ready to go to bed.
Demons.
Anyways, so yeah. They pull out all their skills, and the Emperor gives them an award, and blah blah.
He forgives them for tricking him into that they were Cartesians.
I don't even have to say anything.
So he's like, wow, these guys are really good kabuki performers.
So-
It was all an act.
So it is. It's the Apothecary Diaries meets Demon Slayer meets the end of Mulan.
Kind of. Very performative.
But
There's
refers to
fireworks.
the Mulan.
Yes, with a little dragon. Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow.
Yep.
Dishonor on your board. It's a reverse Mulan.
Yeah.
Was that angry Mulan man?
He would
It
be
is kind
quite
of like
proud.
Mulan.
See, I told you.
That was interesting.
So, guys,
That was harder than I thought it was going to be.
in Reb's Otaku Talk fashion, it is up to you, our listeners, to vote for who you think should win. So it's either going to be me with Stoner in the Avatar The Last Airbender world. It's a slice of life sitcom type style. And Aang gets very annoyed with Stoner, and Stoner he teaches him how to surf the trap R's, and Aang finds his balance in the waves and defeats the Fire Lord with a cut back drop. Yeah,
Lame.
so
I don't think that would happen, just because most of the time it wasn't the guys that was able to get Aang under control. It was what's her face.
Katara.
yes, but
Toph
remember
teaches
it's
Stoner how to
90s
stone.
it's 90s sitcoms, okay?
Toph
teaches Stoner earthbending. Now his name
what
really
real
is Stoner.
stoner means, right?
That's not what it means. You can't show him, alright?
Stoner teaches Toph what earthbending means.
That's great. Oh, that's great.
That's terrible. you know how Katara can blood bend? You know that there's mineral in bones, right?
Oh God!
I don't know if smoke bending was a thing.
Bone bending.
Oh my goodness.
That's scary.
The guy will crush you from the inside out. That would be a scary version of Toph.
Yeah, that's that's Marvel version.
That's the way M. Night Shyamalan would have wanted to go. So that is Rev's story, and then we have K2's story, which is
Aniko from Call of the Night. She's going into the Helsing universe, getting trained under Father Anderson. And then, who shows up again?
Gecko Moria.
Gecko Moria for One Piece shows up. They get into a fight. Alucard has to come in and mop everything up.
Okay. And then we have Tex-Mex.
I feel like mine's not totally resolved, to be honest with you. It's just kind of embarrassing. But mine's Sun Jin-woo gets summoned into the Jujutsu Kaisen Cullen games. Toji also gets summoned into there, and it's like this major force against them. They manage to Itadori and the gang manages to convince Sun Jin-woo to help them free Gojo, but Shigaraki is also in the Cullen games and starts stealing his summonings. And I guess they all lose. I don't know. Everybody dies. It's a Cullen game.
K2, you beat him.
Yeah, you beat me.
And Raver Mom, yours?
Mine was Mao Mao meets Demon Slayer, Tanjiro, Inosuke, Zenitsu in the pleasure/entertainment district. And the Emperor catches the boys, and Mao Mao is trying to figure out a way to get them out, but a demon shows up on play, and so instead of getting them out, the boys basically go to the rescue because the courtesans and the Emperor's children are at stake right now. So, and they kill the demon, and the Emperor says, gives them rewards and stuff instead of killing them.
Like that.
All right. So with this episode, we are going to do I think we've been doing a 2-week time limit on the voting. Mm-hmm. So you will have 2 weeks to vote for who you think would win, or on what story you think should win the Season 3 Anime World Mashup. So you vote for either Rev, Raver Mom, K2, or Tex-Mex. Pick your favorite story, and we will announce it at the end of the voting process. So we'll see if Raver Mom keeps her winning title, or if somebody else takes it. Which, right now, considering our stories, I think she's keeping her title.
Yeah.
Against Bowling Pin over there, I think I'm good.
Hey, Gecko Moria was a good drop. Thank you.
Yeah, when it fell over when, the bowling ball hit it.
So join us as we close in prayer. Father God, I thank you for the ability to come together as a family in your blood, Father God, to come together and lift each other up, and to speak your word in such a unique way that is heard across this world. God, I pray that as we go on with our lives, that we seek to be genuine. We seek to show our genuine selves, and we share your word with such genuine love that nobody can mistake our motives, and nobody can mistake what your word holds for their lives. And God, I pray that as we go on this week and we go between episodes, that we continue to see you in every part of our lives, that we take the time to continue building the relationship with you, and building a relationship with each other and grow our families and our fellowships. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
So thanks for hanging out with us on Rebs Otaku Talk. Make sure to subscribe on your favorite podcast platform, and don't forget to like and follow us on Facebook at Rebs Otaku Talkers and on X at Rebs Otaku Talk. We'd love to hear from you, so drop a comment, leave a review, and share your favorite God and anime moments with the community. Also, check out Rebs Otaku Shop to grab some awesome merch, and don't miss out on a bag of Rebs Conco Heat coffee. The link is in the description below. Until next time, keep your anime collection strong and your faith stronger. See you later, guys.
Take care, all.
Bye.
No hasta la vista.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Mail and fan debates. We love the art the Lord creates. From Studio Ghibli to Naruto, God speaks in ways you didn't know. Stories rise like rising sun. We break them down one by one. Chew, this ain't just hype, it's revelation. Anime with holy inspiration. Otaku life with transformation. Faith and fandom, no limitation. It's Rebs! Otaku Talk! From JoJo's post to Spirit Lead, we laugh, reflect, and plant that seed. It's Rebs! Otaku Talk! So hit that play, don't walk away. Let's geek and grow in Jesus' way. O-T-A-K-U, talking truth in all we do. Rebs crew, rolling through. Faith meets fandom just for you.
Taku taku. Ha ha!